abusia Kwabena Mintah Akando Ayew health minister ono so kroya member of parliament edema sehi dwaboso in the western region na orewe abamontin so abe reply Ayew Afriyie NPP Ayew Afriyie abamontin so de nsembi atodwa sanso na enye no nko a wa reply to na sia za mbeka ya demonstration bi a ekoso iwi akire na chese sebi nurse ni baako abie na no ne si abia samienu anase abia samiensa ekeka fun ene nso odi nsem bi akomontin so ade ama nurse na wati ase wa reply wa kan nsem bebre na wa chechirim said ye omusi recruit nurses anyhow omo esi etu omo kasifa abusia exam de Kwabena Mintah Akando odi gufom na mesro so benya abotare na so ato boase na wati say interview we akusi na wuti a honum na benya ase no mupo nyankopon hira yenti nseni bi yakoba ibeto aso
ministry na abind that no I issue clearance say obefa a nurse for in 2024 election time.
Okay.
Obefa a nurse for 15,200.
Okay.
Omu wiye ye no my recruit to a nurse for 13,500.
Okay.
Now sa 13,000 say ka clearance nya kra ta keke o. No bi aka say the more extending there. As a chene say see a more clearance for nipa sa krata no eni bi e fa hologram eni tumi tue nipa ne ka.
Okay.
You say adias aka na expire answer na obe renew o say wunya sika odi betua ka e say wa renew kwa ye yamfa ya no keke ne renew.
I like you. Say what's wunya doctor na you Afriyie na minority omo parliament omo say no dey
yamfa ya no ne dey renew nya krata keke ne dey renew. If we are renewing
but omo say enye ade bi ehu abro see what public administration
no,
you just need to go
it is intentional. NPP are buying it was intentional money because they didn't have the money. What it means is that
now who say
I agree me the Baufi. It is intentional because who issue clearance no every year.
Okay.
I was so much budget available.
Okay.
You could not the partner to pay loan so.
Okay.
Into deliberate no because it can know. Into by the close of 2024 no I will it's a na say wo so about the renewal you renew it means that also sika na available go renewal so ma control Akando general instruction
okay
say tuomuka
okay
into the truth of the matter and say ye buy no na say 13,500 people no ye de munyina go payroll so ye buy na say tuomuka into the fact is as a time ye buy office no not a single one of them na ye tuanika
but they were working
Inti samwe na ye buy so what say ya on say you issue instructions be say omo ye file after 7 December bi obi ankofie
enu so be ye de say adent
na ya ye no ye boni ye no now any ye can say in the health sector there enya applicable inti ni o two options ye be mo makofie na akopɛ ku sika
okay
ye de be tuomuka
okay
ana say be mo aye adwuma
okay
ya pesika ye den atuomuka
okay
don't forget that first budget na a transition budget. First budget I buy my no transition budget
for this year now application there na mu year no be for 3 months no.
I know they say na time.
Okay.
And you buy your work no and a year because of election time.
Okay. Now then the first one no friend no transition budget. Say mo nya transition na.
Dem just say you buy mu no. Na niam bi wo kra nkrata say the transition no anya one day o.
I know.
But what I say for a longer period.
But when you be mo wi am bet na see am hu nia many.
You na at that time no be for example a condition of service yeah necessary there be hoyi. So that time it was not part of the handing over note so you couldn't have captured it.
I see.
Because you are not the government. So you depend on your budget will depend on your what do you call it document what you handing over. So if it is not in it how will you budget for it?
I see.
Even at the time I budget on the crown now you
okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Now a basa no dey say there be. His excellency is there be. Health professionals could be o fear that.
Okay.
Nti ntumi ma we mu nyina nkotena fie enka omo ho. Nti omo nya adwuma ne empe ekwa e be fa so be den e betu omo ka. Don't forget that time no na ya budget na wie.
Okay.
So you cannot spend out of the budget. Nti you can't say e be pe ho kwa ne ya nkoda. So as I speak to you now, out of the 13,500 no yetumi eba more than the buy 10,000 eko gu payroll ni so 10,000 10 year out of the 10,000 no every month be a trias emu 7,000 ka ye ne kakra I should admit so be a year adwuma especially health professionals ye di wakwa krase a wo year adwuma ye ntwa ka eya I should admit but your mind chechire o mind buo one way ya wo be cho mind na twene bibi o wa wo so ye ne kakra
so Matthias na me musa sani aye budget na wie dia ene den asisi amotumi di o mabaso
and no tin here cabinet approval ntunim de now you have to go back and cut every ministry. You need a cabinet approval to do that.
Now I say yenkofa
because you cannot spend out of the budget. So you need a cabinet approval to do that.
Okay.
But what I say?
Okay.
Inti mami question same for you. Inti out of the 10,000 here chie mu 7,000 a car. That a car 3,000 there yen to your moka.
Okay.
13,500 makamu 10,000 means that there's 3,500 do this at 3,500 ko cut 3,000 or more na be 6,000.
Okay.
Into mo na yen tria
but omo ye adwuma
na. Omo ye adwuma. Nti na nti say sa 13,500 na ntwi obi aka na yi aso. Ba na pese yen den ye na nkakra. Nti abanda da no de me won omokokudro na so me kan sa asem we kra bi. Omokokudro so dodo.
Ebi omofo so mu je omachi ye ma.
Ene we he omeka nche be mu je asa sika no. Nti eba sa no na wo say me sign de asem ekoto parliament cabinet anim.
Okay.
Cabinet approve say 6,000 something na aka no. Yakopon ye adom a every November ekon e betue mu nyina aka. That is say 13,500 no ye tue mu nyina eka empo ye bisa ye nhyehyeye say every November ko ye bisa ye nhyehyeye say omo back pay no arrears no eno so ye be kle emna free ho
okay.
Na madam Nyankopon ase say ya mo anko fie.
Okay.
Na at the end of the day no so no etime nyi sika ye den atue mu nyina aka.
So November metiwase ya November ketua na beba no
November de na ye ko but say November month na aka no Minister for Finance ebe yen hyehyeye no wa kire se na ebe ye obetua arrears no and ya ma menka sa asem
obetua all the 10 months no
alright ya ma menka sa asem wi eba katua nsem a akatua nsem a ministry no wo ho ahoden ene de ye kusika ma compensation ama ministry no de yen fa ma wo no gira wo ne Minister of Finance na ka ho asem
okay
uni ho ahoden
because say ya allowance
say ya allowance so say ya danyu yes a Ministry of Finance into mother ministry no also name Minister for Finance na eden edin sawoso
I see
ya the man na ye ne kakra na nye no nko a nema ye omugya awachire na nye ebiem ana nka budget ho pharmacist omoye omo housemanship obeti west bi say housemanship ebi say rotation enye bi me mane hu na obeti medical doctors housemanship ebi pharmacist housemanship
nurse say rotation
me mane national service
okay
mandatory service many room now be brace
national service for me
mandatory service
okay.
And no na pharmacist for Ayew one housemanship from 2023 to 2025 yentua
so housemanship in pharmacist and doctors so how many years regular one to say national service
1 year 2 years
okay
especially medical doctors no
okay
2 years
na nurses no so rotation no almost how many years 1 year okay
inti ni nyina no e wo se answer e be ye saa de ne krade ma o mo clearance na mo sha ase tuom ka se be ka se national sanka every month bi akra so mo tua emum ni eja saa pharmacist for de na gu ho from 2023 to 2025 yen tua again na nurse for rotation nurses am so o ma ye o service awie a o ma wie ko trafi a so yen tua mo ka a no nyina so ye abetua the same budget no
okay
medical doctors am kan say omo ye adwuma I was like omo even trans omo ye adwuma enso ye ntu omo ka enso ye betua medical doctors omo wie in 2024 omo so tifie I was say mom class enso ye betua and sana conditions of service abanda da no assign ye omo implement and also say implement
okay
ya do niema ne so
okay
because we need good budget and so at the same time you have a problem
you be come step by step so near odiama ye ncc any July confirmation so be 426 million Ghana cedis bi monya mudi tua 6 months of 120,000 trainees no
Oh, there be trainees in there different. The year came school and no more year Juma. After trainees in the end, so no. More school must see no. The year and say, Yen Jang who wasn't a binder down year, and again that's another burden on the.
So budget. They are still going to take the allowance.
To see, and they are still going to. The information I'm there, man. You take office no from January to July. No more school no. You three mu nyina ye no biaka. Alawan you three bia. So what say ya? Omuji boma na mo eligibility so what say ya?
Okay.
You three mu nyina aka ayene na owo vacation a ye ntua alawa.
Okay, who fee. Okay.
You see no ma sha mo ba school. You ba be a friend validation. You have validate the data na you want. Ebi kra school no ba biem.
Okay.
There were jai.
Okay.
Until I say every year, 10 days you betray. You say validity data there one and sana. You say then I shall say betray. Until I'm very hopeful. Say
my argument say anya hwe no say.
Anya no nko a. Ma me fa we na bisa question.
Okay.
Quite apart from allowance now you try no timely this time round no. Again, nursing trainees no say mo mu be a friend no fee stress. Until can no first years now mo call 2024 no mutua between 5,000 to 6,000 and ya foul. Because of the no fee stress, they say mutua about 3,000.
Oh, I see.
But what I say, the tuition here then they are buying for nina.
I see.
It's no so idea. Quite apart from that, you buy no or more forms na ka was more to nam they are according and so but say price now.
Okay.
So these are some of the things that I can assure you, and I'll tell you the truth. In the Ministry of Health, Yankopon Daroma, your work rate any given the timer. Yet a year Juma from January to this time, no. Niema yesi ya no. I'm very, very much impressed about that.
That's a good one. But sure, many thought why health minister was asking me said ya woka say omukranya no fee stress no package ni bi no. Ebi aka say university for ye omoji no free the tuition fee first year. Omoji student loan. Nti time no so ye say nurses nso omobeji loan na
eye nkomo a omani ye nyina ye dia wa kire wadwen ebi mu kire madwen nkomo a wo sagana nyina ye di say enye me minister of health me nkwa me metra nka say ye twem
but why penny a wa hwe no o hwa
nkomo no eguso ye
so ye ma alawa ana omo nso ko loan so bebo
so uti ya his excellency John Dramani Mahama, that was his position.
Okay.
Before
campaign
2016 elections.
Okay.
Until I can say, like yenyi allowing for near replacing with student loan. Okay, it's argument, you know.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was not popular. But Yakupa Daroma now it's becoming popular, especially so. Abra, yema no fee stress. No. Now, yeah, they upgrading a lot of the nursing training colleges into a tertiary level on their degree courses.
Okay.
So, yeah, degree courses and you'll be university or degree courses. No, student loan na it makes sense also better than but it's not a policy to be announced on UTV and you're breaking news yet.
Say said why but you ever come back to omo Juma year for money maybe 19,000 what see ya okay camp various health workers neboma 74,000
if you are projecting it by the end of 2026 and maybe that's one of my problems. I say it as it is. At the end of 2026, you bring additional 23,000 abeka home.
Abeka 74. No. So the entity being free money. 74 no said the mafia e be free money. That's 74,000.
Yeah, but two years. What's they make them buy na recruitment na koso dada.
Ya fa omo dada.
And ye pesika kutua.
But we would omo chance e be recruit.
Exactly. Until 74 no. By the end of 2026, 23,000 mo be win abeka home. By the end of 2027, 35,000 abeka home. By the end of 2028, 47,000 babeka home.
Now come babeka home and you should any nhihye bia say you better so ana you be
ya me to be
mama to the nhihye no
ya me to nhihye bia sa
na wontimi nye bi
exactly. Fantastic question. Nti say ye bi
okay
the ye ne say aban senti ye mawa ye di jawa ne ye di asoa
okay
na de ya na ye ne say ye magana fo nyina ehu say how we ni ya beto the kwa we ni ye fa so asolve no bi ati ase no bi gina kira wankasa na be kreti o how no especially ye nua ne mo free woko na anu ye ko gina kroti na atototo bu baba park ne so a
press conference na nua no ye na how pa
ne me be say de be ha me but you see unya kwanya bi say waka dum framam na wonya kwanya na abeto mframam unyai saa no ema ni nipa bi mutrimu inyam.
Okay.
You have to clear it and awasem. But to what I say, when your platform naka into what as minister now to the tie no ma Ghana for to say. Until I person beam na Ghana for who die wo ho. Any the way you see akono. Until your strategy.
All right.
Aban hwe say Afriyie assign na metumi afa. That's one.
Okay.
Because your father here nyina as Ghana your optimal workforce kra na still ebenya SS ofie.
Because 74,000 no dollars.
Nti aban hwe bibi e friend manage migration. Manage migration to say you better export to some of our nurses to some of the countries and they say Grenada Prime Minister ebe sign MOU and there.
Okay, but that reminds me, so can you say, me can't say me of a cocoa, my menu or no?
Yes.
Or can say, oh, my, and yasa,
Barbados.
Barbados, or mobile export,
Barbados, the no is existing.
Okay.
But as I speak to you now, about 13 countries have responded to our Grenada and they ebe sign MOU with the Grenada Prime Minister. It's one of the strategies. Now, or how be more you was our sector and they say, or more the request the global market, request not specialist no mo pay.
Okay.
Yes, you need
a general practitioners, so to speak.
It's you need a
okay.
So ministry ne yan say e kwan be na e be fa so e betime training more specialists.
Okay.
Then University of Cape Coast Monia they edins I was so near pe kwan papa nti say we obi a wo hu nimdie na oba e betie wo nimdie ne de aka de wo no ho. Nti eno no ene niema ye se ne be ya.
Anya say e be check akra.
Enche because without compromising on quality, and let me say this, for example, be a program that was say the 2 years. Now UCC for programs be this no matter years and so, but they're very intensive.
Okay.
But what I say, JB was say 2 hours a day. No be taking be 2 years. With my 4 hours a day. No,
okay.
I'm not taking. Until they know how to go about.
So my sandwich course.
Exactly. So
4 months by a semester.
They know how
1 month
to go about. But the most important thing is without compromising on quality.
I see. Now, ni sa no bi ti wo be kasa na se Ghana ye nkura ase kura. Ye ni apom din adwuma ye fo wo ho.
Na
den ti na ban fa wo.
Be one be you brofo. Me dey catch you say.
Me so me nte brofo.
Okay. And
you how. Me I mean.
But they can't catch us say we will recruit our optimal workforce.
We will, but my question is every bank if you say only say be mobile catch us say we call your chips company adia
no e kire say enye ya no keke ene de fa nipa
nti ye niska wo
enu bi ni say enu anu e de o ma no keke fa nipa ya ene Akando pay us now Akando pay us now so I just say nti enye ya no keke de fa nipa yeah, the truth of the matter is that we have a country to govern. Nothing comes out of an empty sack.
Okay.
Nti de e wo no ye sika no e budget na was here.
Okay.
Nti so budget na betuma fa nipa 5,000. Onko fa nipa 10,000 at the end of the day no, o ma be peketi and so ma be demonstration.
Okay.
So I was say you share other means I betumi dey complement the yen be fa no.
Okay.
Nti me can catch us say yes, I agree and I admit say you still your deficiency your gaps I was say mu bebre e dey here. Nti aban be koso aye sa hye no. Na mum mi sa kan ho say yes, I say ni nyina kwa na fire optimal in kwa still di be sa kafie.
Okay.
Nti you say pe kwan papa e be fa so a sa gaps no.
Ye be fail. Nti sa no da ben ye mebusa o ye mekari nhwe se ne ona Akando abeka o YouTube. You do how you say.
It's subject to the budget. It's subject to the finance minister. Obey bibia no say Minister of Health. Afi be ma kwan ma fa nipa 5,000 abata am dey kan.
Okay.
Na me masum na ye ho adwuma. Naming to me
because sorry for proposal because
I know the proposal that be and they will bet 100 I want to help proposal here but proposal
the 2026 budget beko what raise the proposal
we send a but the difficulty and again sometimes you sit in cabinet and you must be reasonable. What you say the difficulty as a country money here let's face it, you can ready budget in November. At the end of the November, no, you've put about 13,500 on the payroll already.
Okay.
And no crying can't want some. I will pay a back pay and I re-escrow I won't try. It's all conference means I never know kasa. You must be reasonable. Sure, when you want to catch the Kwabena, I won't know now the way buy we create but it doesn't mean say
uncle trying.
Yeah, uncle trying so. But you must be very, very frank with people.
Yeah, can't get you. Say, can't incentive ni about improved conditions of service. Omo aya edi omo kunkrase ni ade no. Anya hwe COVID time no omo we bi omo say omo front line no. Yeah, ma omo incentives. Nti bi omo ko ye tin so say apomdi adwuma for doctors and nurses so ya no omo nhye down kunkrase tu ko because obekoi akande bi opeso upgrade ni ho ni na ye challenge. Ti ya di bibi so na bepoma bibi. Nti mu betumi mu won hye say be masa for ni incentives ana.
Yeah, you won hye bi etisa ba ya. Okay. You won fie 9, you need fie ba kokra wi
afi. Okay.
Nti I was say define say he na ye underserved.
Okay.
You can say underserved area as a chain saying.
Okay.
You be crab betumi awo dwabo so ba na dwabo so nya underserved area. You be so betumi awo excuse my e be ashama and so be na ashama yanda. So all that I'm saying is that you be defined here on niema bebra you be stakeholders consultation be na adwene ba na ehu na ye definition no. Ye hwe say yakopon ya adom na ye hwe budget na ye hwe bibia ye dey hye bi be kan say bia 20% of basic salary yan fan ka obi a obenya obe accept posting to the rural areas obi wo hwa the promotion say who krum na ke be take 4 years e bia yan fa ma 3 years who accept posting na say yan fan ko 2 years e bia study leave nti sa incentives no and also ye dwen ho na eno so ahwe bibia etisa
nti eno so pipeline ni mo
eno so bibia be dwen
eni na pipeline mo be do so kakra
ya baby ye tie no say ye twani mfoni enti na menya adage say ya baby ye kan ma say na twani mfoni a kire Ghana ko na enye bebre enye but it's not about lamentation. It's not about complaining. Nti me kan no ma kire o de ma ye ene de me ye but I was say me kire baby if Afriyie bebre ni nye bebre nye ena ebi wo ho nso a yentumi mfa meto abontin because e be expose your health sector no too much. Nti wo say o come utrim now deal with it. So what I say. Nti I think that the year kon no Yakopon ye adomo a kakra the year pen ye bedru ho.
Okay.
I say come Hama care so asem so ebe.
Yeah, be kind so because the answer was beginning of the year improved conditions of service nurse for no be nurses and midwives association they buy so abandada no gitumu mo implementing no oye kokwasa onso awabo ma no ho ba afedi ase waje o ma kwanti mfinti utin say ahyase no de na eye den ma wo ana ya etieche hu ni say minister afedi oba ye ncheye o receive fire pa na usutu a wo mo na unua mo aban government is continuous.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. Sankana emra anke bia omo ye. You see I don't have a problem say obi a wa ye adwuma na you see odwumayefo efata na ketua.
Okay.
So what I say, no problem. Na obi ono abonwura na gu ho na wo prepra no. So no mumba na oye no ho say oye angela eno de also magana fo nyina hu say oye Lucifer onye angel. So you beto sa condition of service we.
Okay.
Na e wo say you implement it and sanctions na yaba office. Nti ye buy no na wo say ye no mo trans di nkomo bebre behind the scene. But again yes we implementation what you say implementation tue sika
condition of service na ya gia to no mania adwuma mania adwuma
nye ba nia adwuma keke utua ho sika ndi sa amre
so bia na nye sika sem nko anewu
na sika sem na most of them sika sem na ne aka kire mo say oh ya budget na wi nti yenya abotre na bia best case scenario no yenko media review budget na ye akwa be fa so be accommodate nti Yakopon adaroma kan na mo nti ase de ama me in fact my discover my talent be bree one for remind him say be a farmer but I'm a proud farmer. Yes me
also on kran so a farmer na no the church na see
drama king and so what
eh sir drama king dey mean I see
you know more di hu komo Yakopon adaroma I think that ye tua bi.
Oh, much me chibi.
Nti yeguso ye hwe ne kakra especially in the 2026 budget. Yin ye be ko benkum nti ye jai se fair wages and salary commission for and lead this conversation. Ni ye hwe ekwan ye be fa so.
Mo be fa so mo be tua nyese mo tia be review whatever was agreed on.
Whether you so ye ne say I was say the be agree bia no acceptable to both parties.
Na sa no de unu amudi kan agree no na nya acceptable.
Mo tin tua sa kom tua ko So na emra.
Because those times some you say na meetings or catch you share 3 times. After the buy out budget mo.
Yeah. Unimme. Asamwa mean to mean defending the main cap. And about mechanical crutch. Right from the one, the position is a sign. So any budget in the entry of Boissy.
I have to catch a budget.
There was a minimum crowd where we had to go through the back door to resolve it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The Minya Kabeme, Debema, who is as a minister for health. Naka deal, nurse from Doctor for Pinion, almost like Anka, wouldn't I be a proud one? But Uko finance Mr. Hobian and Yamason, who any man and Yamason.
Okay.
That is it. Inti Yakupa Daroma, we yes, I be called Benkrum.
Okay.
To me, a year and a man of you. And also, but a idea better, yeah, be the swa, the Mayan. Yeah, but too, even condition of service, even the medical doctors, they are normal say, or more waiver, be crash or more import cars, and then you know, you know what? Or more charging because the car waiver, umami waiver, you're charging against my budget. A waiver, you're waiving my nephew.
And your bank can so a mom waiver.
You're charging against the ministry's budget.
And if you are waiver, my Jumayini, but ministry no more waiver. And you subsidy and
your name be brew health sector no your workers no edi hu kita hu ye be fa so a ye be handle ni nyina.
Okay.
I believe say the see ya bad obeti dede no.
Okay.
Because obi a oya adwuma bia the conditions of service were very aggressive about it. Rightly so. Do better way, especially akatu obi a yentua the kanya de ade no. So it's normal. But who a leader, you must be resolute.
Okay.
I would dream miensa. Ministry in your personal property. Decision be I will take is it in the interest of the larger population and answer there be. Now one way now you say you are under enormous pressure to be taking decision bia who feels about my populist there. We 2 ministry naturally.
I na Ghana for Phyllis health the encrofo apomuden ti ne de ya empese aban di bedi agrovisa anya na ubeko hospital na nipa sabre no mo cost strike kakra no yesi nipa ewu na afa di ayem hihie aban ti ana Ghana for sure kwan say okay.
There are other things, yeah. Omreno eko ye beto ye ebinumu a ya ye bia ka ho. Okay. Less than, and we are making nyina no ye obosom say besom
dumu ne ye wo say.
So less than 10 months ne dey we nyina make ho asem ye o.
Okay.
Ye ba ye no he says okay ya he says John Dramani Mahama e share national health insurance.
Okay.
National health insurance no na debi o ya approve for na we no especially around 2022 you ntua bi kra
claims no
ni ntua ba kra okay this anko we your answer applications nti na claims
sabre na opposition
na claims number.
Okay.
Is that John my buy no first na yes young couple it is kebi e benya no national health insurance level never nyina nko go national health insurance ni.
Okay.
Nti ya one couple national health insurance enya no kra kwa na ye asem there no anka allowable period e was say when tuya claims you cry enye hwe 3 months. So okay what this anko we are yeah as I speak to you now every month you tuya claims you beto e ka be 600 million you tuya no
nti arrears bia
ni obia o say the ka na claims asem ho.
Oh,
and next me no ka say service provider bia o say the ka no I'm directing you so original officer ko and national officer ko na no among call reconcile. We are paying, and as far as a minister of the sector, as far as I'm concerned, the minister responsible for finance every month. Inesika say infantry service providers can. Inesika me better hand can because service providers also here 8 years. You need backlog. Of course, ebia once a while no say system need to me jump ebia after abnormalities it will happen.
But your boss say bia facility be 1 month 3 months 4 months yentua meka.
Yentua promptly.
Okay.
The year no eno entin koda. The year no less than 10 months. You establish another fund.
Okay.
Ya me no kasa your mind ya re eku ye pa say from non-communicable diseases. Pressure, hypertension, diabetes, cancers near the ade. You see I'm no kasa ya call parliament akoye mra omampanyi de nsa ahase ya appoint administrator ya inaugurate board ya ahase ye adwuma the first patient program conversity no ye adwuma say for we ye dedicated towards the funding of non-communicable diseases.
That is the Mahama
Cares.
Okay.
Nti enye no nko a ye in the health sector and especially say na medical care no ye ni bebre na ya concentrated the specialist training no so e won kran. You see an aban be buy mu nti ko boko e be training obi ho.
I see.
Oko e bia wa e be training bi ho, oko ho e be training dey be decentralize the training no.
Okay.
I no so ebe me den ebe me sika me dey akọ support saade no.
Wakofa no abedi mama Musa Kane no last year around November ho no and aban ye say omo a omo da dialysis so no was some public health facilities no omo be ma omo free nation insurance na say sisi ya Mahama Care Fund aba no ebe capture no e fa no saying.
So now dialysis as na Mahama Care dialysis you see am no kase you tua about 500 Ghana cedis per session e ma Ghana ni bia what I saw national health insurance and as a winning our public health facilities. The idea better will be and they say, yeah, so what person call private facility, private hospital bia. Not ABIJ 15,500 Ghana cedis. A buying 500 no chiama obi obeko public no you be chiama ya no watopo. But they make us what I say. Okay. No, yeah, the babeka ho. Now, the second issue is that between the national health insurance and the Mahama Cares no adibia na national health insurance akover dada no Mahama Care enko ho bi.
Oh, okay.
The enko buy no and the cover.
Okay.
For example, adibia ma ye hu ni say cervical cancer for example. Na ye adia ekum ema pa. Ada me hu statistics no me ye mu share me. You say every year about 3,000 new cases in Ghana alone. Out of the 3,000 no, emu 2,000 ewu. Until the mortality rate is very, very high. Did I buy ye? You see, you could share for.
Okay.
Now you prevent it.
Okay.
But what I say, until Nkolana more than 9 years, HPV vaccine.
Okay.
Until Nkolana more than 9 years to 14 years, no, the baby say, the baby vaccinate you.
But it comes with its own theories. How are you going to keep the theories?
Theories, a very conspiracy theories. Vaccine, dear baby, a theories. The measure amount for bonus and mamunti is our theories way.
Okay.
Or say you who say Ghana young kofa bibi poison family yanka say ho abra FD ho.
My test countries for flash
in fact their pilot crowd Ghana have between 2013 to 2018.
Oh, I see.
So what I say. Na sa vaccine we so no. Sanka as an individual ko to aka ne boarding pa.
Okay.
In fact, they cost between 1,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedis. The whole year mathematics now, see, we are targeting about 2.4 million girls.
Okay.
As at a new na enramanya update no. As at a new 1.8 million girls.
Oh, nyama kobi pa.
1.8 million girls. I target so ne and approving say to me prevent 90% to me prevent it.
Cervical cancer.
And after ya who say non-communicable disease bi o wa o detecting in temwa utumi fight it. Nti ye expande bibi ti cervical cancer say ye expande machines are waiting there screening.
Okay.
Early detection.
Okay.
Nti ko ba bi ti say kolebua ya bi ho.
Okay.
Tell say father roma o maboa yen ebi o kwa free.
Okay.
So we also ya bi ho.
Okay.
Oko temela ya bi ho. They expande.
That's
so they be early detection no. Ni nyina towards the fight against non-communicable diseases.
Insurance dialysis free. Health insurance.
Health insurance so. Uko public absolutely free. Oba private so you be capture the chiama obi okọ public no. That's one gasa be top one no top.
Okay. And yen famra Mahama Care Fund so yare ben sa na capture what can cancers near the
non-communicable disease.
How can one assess that fund?
Okay. So that fund no Afriyie na ya roll it out. It's okọ hospital na ye diagnose one kasa want to diagnose ho.
No correct.
Ye diagnose na if say uhia moa obe apply to the fund. Fund ni be hwem say eye no kra. Then the fund no ebe direct you to a facility and this time right it's not going to be business as usual. We are going for results.
Okay.
Inti ABR facility 1 and ya bro patient be 10 ni e fee say omo ayare hwe na omo ayare sa no enkoyi a ye mfa mra obi.
Okay.
So that say baby e be kwa e be nya results no
review facilities no
adwuma
okay
they are resource oriented okay say ebia kolebu na ya bra wadwuma say hwe nipa be miensa na ehwe rate no say na esi kɔ no na ya ye be kɔ so dia mawo but ebia UGMC if you say ho no e ne wo soro esen ebia ye be skill towards UGMC but for example na me
sa no mo wa bedwaku o mo be yes
assessment nyina claims ni o mo be hwe so be hwe ni
mo the private health facilities be like insurance age private no
yes babia ye be kwa ye benya results on who go there the private facility kra and be make our results na the fees no and the charges no reasonable because I buy fund okay reasonable why not until we nyina no and ade ba ko a ma tie in this one ade ba ko ye huni say our journey towards universal health coverage and no ade ba ko a atwenye eba akiri cost obi o wa oni sika kra na or the beko hospital or yare obi o kra or hypertension ba onim obi o diabetes ba onim nti bibi e dey ba ne say by next year be introduce ye di hu dwuma say free primary health care nti obi a so free primary health care no ye hwe two angles curative and prevention nti prevention no ye be sha screening crofo ebi no be kwa sorry mu ebi no be kwa mosque ebi no be kwa market ebi a mobile clinic bi no mo test amount BP or mo test amount for sugar say be ya e betimi detect yare no intem ni betimi aso ano ansa na agi
no mo free he
eno ye we call it free primary health care no anya dey be establish a parastructure bia the funding no ebeko national health insurance no so and the implementation no ebeko Ghana health service
okay
we are developing
insurance never fast na Ghana service implementing no entity no mo share brand ye from primary health care for na we mu for no
mo ye be she mu kana de bi o wa be hu say be boot bi ye de kosi market ba bi
okay
e bi o wa ye ne pharmacist for no so no pharmacist for no so be din sa wo so say okay munye screen ni bi so ma ye nya data no
okay
nti ni nyina no a concept or a component of the free primary health care.
All right.
So what I say, if you are well-being, you be come, say a man for better to my pum. If you are education,
okay.
So on be call be chips on the motorbikes. I me be come crashing no. I call boy ya rebi no hu dewro. You be dewro hypertension. The quite say lifestyle. So we say diabetes say. Be a cancer ni nyina no beka
so this one na man for year and Ghana service year that it is ongoing ma hwe hu say bibi lucky wo mu nti na mo feel say say ye emphasize han okay
the man can free primary health care na free we national nti what it means is that so now when you be a subscriber to national health insurance so benefit we no unya bi
okay
but what we are bringing is that we are subscriber subscriber as for the primary health care na dey you be free and even to start with that no you who say most of our health facilities in the whole country and I'll say it as it is your equipment you dey adwuma ho you lucky bebre
and then omo kan adwuma ye for no kraka
nti wo also magana for who say dem beto ye ni o nya na create here
e bi omo bro from say obsolete
oka health facility e dan no e mfidi e dey adwuma no e nipa ewo mu mfidi no so editing man pa nti ye wo ekwanya ye fe bibi retooling ekwanya ye wura joma ma mamu so no o se ye mfa so ne retooling
okay
retooling no the last time I hear major retooling as far back as 2014
okay
and a year retooling
na say en sheda mfa niam
enko hospitals in the breeze
I see
now
you sure say unu mo be ba be challenges how 2014 tie ba no
ya nye retooling o man fa equipment bia anko health facility bia mu me say major retooling
can you know
retooling na ye man call from pa what I say now what we are doing is that as part of the free primary health care no you ba be retooling from chips compound to let's say the district hospital level
okay
there are health centers near there I work from no
okay
they ban be pesika na ye de aye sa de no
okay
now ade ba ko bi ma ye hu ni say wo be hu say aban beto equipment dey call hospital bi no Esaya, yesi ya hwehwe aban. Ema na disikaba ansa na abaye ni ye. Anasa aban beto foforo se no kan obsolete ni. E dey call replace. Yesi eno nso no. E osi ye pe kwan enye sustainable.
Okay.
Aban beto bi de, but this another policy a ye dey ba. Aya chance ye di ho nkoma. A obi a ho kwase oche na adwen. Aban say ye pese the private sector ne bam.
Okay.
The private sector be ye ni. Wo ya na ene wa ko contract. E wo me fan say rich hospital. What the equipment in a good rich hospital. I know in Chester, one by year, you might want to be found. My band before more lab technicians near the dinner band before more.
Okay.
What the abbey and say, what the equipment baby go. Not a saya on abbey.
Okay.
The be near on abbey. A be or say replace it being so on abbey replace it.
Okay.
But what I say?
Now, no, me to be arguing, no, because I won't make her delivery expensive.
No, again. You say, me man, when the everybody say, be here. And now I'm saying individual be the antino. Nib one quiet dinner. You say, they bani. Bako, and say, the best subjective fees and charges no to the tariffs now national health insurance for AGM. Mienu, the best subjective fees and charges to fees and charges of parliament.
Okay.
In the answer, I know be charges no. Ubedia to mu say, when you can say one abesete with fees and charges.
Okay.
The very part of the mainstream.
Okay.
In the bani sana, a quiet befa so betu omukani. In the bani enkoton fidie ni ade a cha na sai ni ade ni eni bi wa ha ndi ade Jaboso district hospital de ba ma wa we provide equipment dey here nyina how Jaboso district hospital.
Okay.
Ndi eni say we ni ho now e kwa be fa so be twa kan ni claims na facilities na hospitals na the bad national health insurance be twa no e wo major component ni e be miensa.
Okay.
Ye wo consulting na services no one in your medication and your diagnostics. If you didn't any diagnosis, no.
Okay.
This diagnosis, no. You find part of the claims, no. You be my vendor, no.
The tone fidie ni buy. Inti sa no na me bisa say ono no ye be use fidie na tua kama na be ye dia. They are almost say build transfer or pay to say build or pay transfer.
Ye use fidie na me ye be dia. Fidie no. Kwanya ye be paso a ye be use no. No the claims ne kona kwagini sika e national health insurance. Na mum ye de be ka ho ne say you bring another profit sharing arrangement with the facility.
Okay.
In the profit now about declare no facilities now one now clients on my BBA now to me what there should be a profit sharing arrangement with the facility.
I see. You think this is the best deal I'm to me and Magana?
Say me feel say in my humble opinion no me feel say to me we near any year because yeah you don't want to know this. You see a PCK as a country near the major retooling. I been maximum impactor. Yeah, read my lips. You been here not less than or between 24 to 30 billion Ghana cedis.
And I buying this as
how are we going to put all this on one budget? It will take us maybe brief. Okay. But so what the private sector no respond. You can do this within 2 years.
Okay. Now the you retooling kra na ye ni says ke na unu ya ukuboy wonu abetina ye wo hwe wo se anti agenda 111 no akosi sen.
You see I am 111 say ye nuanom NPP for etumi nya sa akuku draw we. It's quite sometimes me dream one menti ase.
Sir ukuboy no to hwe.
Yes, but you see I would advise them say okay position a ubo ho adwa kakra. Now amafo kon omafe wo ne asem a wo ka no. Mama for mfino hu say asem na mu odu na de wo ka no udi ka na wo ka. But as bibia be so at a point in time no obi am fa serious bi we free aban mu no ya agenda 111 time when the chart say yeah agenda 111 agenda 111 shall say from 77 hospitals okay COVID and that's about 4 to 5 years ago.
Let's give it 4 okay 2020.
No, let me admit that now adia went to me for 4 years my for 4 years now adia went to me for 4 years aye no what's it saying
omunka say obisa ananabo ko wonya sana
wait a minute what is the progress? I'll tell you how far His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo I catch the Ghana phone nyina and so that's why I'm saying that yenja may be for be monka than the NPP for no especially when you have been a minister before.
Hey, you have been why you want to come and say
you have been part of this health sector for 8 years. Whether you were a deputy minister or you were CEO for
or you were
national health insurance or you were a substantive minister. So you know, you see, His Excellency the president the catcher and say, answer no be hand it over in 2024 no. Obe completing all the 111 hospitals for us meboa. As at the time you were leaving office, not a single one of them was in operation. And papa na ba he say John Dramani Mahama ba say I was say me tia say what I am inheriting because usually a major intervention like this no also need to be a very dedicated sources of funding.
Okay.
Because you free one no NMS need some project be owa and on the be owa na 10k project be a loan, be owa a grant. But we know yeah buy na call the future say you give for say you den your copy sika de be den I continue our project.
Okay.
You understand? Until I was me tia say what I'm inheriting. Until the first instruction was that yeah auditing the whole thing.
All right.
But yeah money. Until auditing we outline how we are going to deal with it. As I speak to you now, yeah. Very soon, baby. Okay. Yeah, as I speak to you now.
And I tell him, say,
I will tell you, but I have to explain.
We are auditing.
No, yeah, you don't tell me what I should say.
No, but Umiana Bisa was him say, wow, hey, if you pony. Usi Mimia said,
yeah. As I speak to you now, the status of Agenda 111 Oma spending $400 million. Not a single one is completed.
For real?
Yes, $400 million. $400 million.
But I'm in person because I don't know. Say Unyaka not a single one was in operation. I just say ba kokura mfitiasi anye juma. But what's the time no mo bon to muka so be say 3 or 100 and something be.
Me ko
100 and something 3 or something.
Akwa West.
Na me juma.
Enye juma. Upo mo nyina should call into this program. No can say na eye juma na e ba e na be pam so mo nya juma. They should call in. Yeah, but I'm not the
regional minister will call back who Kumasi.
Yeah, don't drag this.
So I'm not dragging. But see, my understanding
I'm a minister of the sector. I'm a Muchantro.
I'm minister of one way. Oh, minister, there was some 6 minutes or
so. Can you imagine?
Because you're going for a meeting.
No, I have time.
You have time. We'll sit here. I love it. We'll sit here. We'll sit here. I don't catch on a book.
No,
just passing through to greet you. But minister, argument is it was just left with the recruitment. And a person will say, so
it is not even the civil works. You call and baby why I was a installation equipment going in the hall. Equipment install.
Okay.
Even civil works in
okay.
You know, what I say, even if it is 100% complete, on Kasa it is an operation. So let's be very careful the terms we use. Now Nkoye say, oh, na amafoko hoko jaya rehwe. Na yenye bae no, and ya tum. Ya metu bibi etesa. Let me proceed from there. Now, the first point
na ye kasa keke. Because at the beginning of the year, no call family. And Vincent, Honorable Vincent, so call family.
No call, just said the call hono. No say nese for gumo mo ye adwuma na.
No person say mo na mo fa wo mo. Na
you see in operation.
So crampo. That's omo my clearance ya mo.
It is not true.
Okay.
Okay, say it's no operational. So me go school and Tobia. Ebi am na mente brofo.
Okay.
Okay, say it's no operational. That's the chance say. Uko why na? Juma. That's it. I mean, proceed from there. Now, I've made a point.
Okay.
Say for almost use $400 million. Not a single one of them is in operation at the moment.
No, come budget is almost the same.
Fantastic. Now, the catcher money and Canadian rolling in faces. So 400 million. So you rolling in faces and can make my competing more than 20. 20 per their own budget. What you say? Inti no. You see, I mean, say apart from 400 million, a car I that 1 billion Ghana cedis.
After the $400 million.
After $400 million, a car
I see.
And also 1 billion. And yeah, you know what? We need more than 1.4 billion dollars, not cedis. Yes, to finish the Agenda 111.
So what was the actual budget?
Actual budget, you know, at the time, no, almost say about I think excluding the regional hospital, it was about $1.7 billion.
Dollars.
You know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, yeah, audit. You know, because the urban and agro, the preliminary report I have, but sometimes the idea one dear parents say, akose mess now will fix no. No baby. One person painting picture be say, now buy na when ya now buy na wa abandon. Obi ababa mu do 1 year, so abandon bibi. For example, minia Okuboy. We are claiming. You are a guy, you've been a substantive minister, you've been a deputy minister, you've been CEO. La General Hospital, how many years? Are you for real?
Okay.
La General Hospital, they can't so more dying even before 2020 elections. Could be more dying before 2020 elections. Now, La General Hospital, they are fast to see what the equipment need the whole in the bomwa a 15 million euro contract. Not 7.3
out of the 50.
Yes. Oh, you did that so. Now you are jumping to high moral grounds. You have to me. It's now I'm a course site. Because I'm moving now. I think the completion rate is about 30% complete.
So that's a long way to go.
Yes, and yeah, budget. We are allocated about $130 million Ghana cedis to 8 this year. And we are processing as I speak to you now. Our finance. I know I'm chief director and the home. I process your mom. They are 2 adjumani so. I end when you are there. 1 to me and 4 years. I'm fine, you know. Now who your press conference? Saying, can you imagine? I am scandalized.
Why are you scandalized? Maybe they are giving you a proper opposition because if not, then you will go to bed and reasonable.
You see why I may enjoy it, you know. It brings the best out of you. I say, I don't see that special at all. But you see, it is important to set the record straight.
Setting the record straight will be about quickly that Kwan say Etiwa West Hospital is in operation. In some person because I know that agenda 111 and 1 now. I said, I see Etiwa West Hospital. I just saw it. I was like, now
I will have to check because the three under contention or BB answer on opposition. I was not part, but I may have to check. But yeah, that is the state. For example, La General Hospital. La General Hospital, me and opposition. Me call her demonstration, but me call her as a ranking member of parliament.
Okay.
It's minister.
Okay.
But don't forget to say budget a transition budget. Then to me finance if I could change near the agenda near the La General Hospital Koguso. Why won't you be reasonable at least? First budget transition.
Okay.
After assuming office.
So you're telling me
you are telling me I didn't get bano I hear Ghana for time. Yes, I have a bedroom. What I say, yeah, me da. What I say, you are ya dumwa. La General Hospital, you are located 130 million Ghana cedis to 8. I think that by now, by close of next week or two, Sika, you better twaso, yeah, abandon.
All right.
The idea is some way, Agenda 111, you will clear.
Thank you. Prime Minister meeting. It's quickly, mami, we talk about Rage Hospital. No, incidents na esi, you know, yare for no near Juma, your for no committee.
Yeah, I for a high public.
How can Rage? We are now a import influenza. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Rage Hospital. Some buhaha near the you know health sector the BBC will be interested, but what I can say is a committee netness and more the recommendations by RSSI recommendations no you be implemented near the asumdua me style different also style different.
Okay.
Many minister meeting office in Kwa the surprise visit the mean
say now you're in opposition to call it one no tie call lift in a year you my dear now opposition complete surprise visit.
So me buy is one of the first thing near me more a procurement so amount for.
Okay.
But once I'm more tough for say I'm more crack for. Once I'm more tough for making sure say anytime be other than the best be on fix it.
Okay.
Into more tough for.
Okay.
Me no more I adwuma. Inti me call field na me surprise visit na. It's not because me person me expose will be. It's not because any bonny ye muntra. Obi better office no assume obi na cover reporter but no they take a decision.
Okay.
And me there. Me person me call I'm a first hand information. I'm a grassroots person.
Which me are field without doing a surprise. Tell them that's why I'm coming.
No. On the prepare. No, my baby, come. That's not the reality. The opposite.
Will you be happy if President Mahama pays your surprise visit at the ministry?
I'll be happy. Yes, that in my ministry. About a vice president. Man carries I didn't know days.
Okay.
Yes. About the person human seeker into support
in your monitoring there be surprise now okay
but you what now you say me call St. Joseph Catholic Hospital Koforidua
okay
a charge for facility
okay
me call medical superintendent annual meeting, the annual conference, the mayor, I don't know me faho. But before I go there, mom ko catch you say me there, me faho. Depending on what I want to do.
Okay.
The surprise visit no, and yeah, they are major, but that is my style.
To catch you, what you might phone
So what I want everybody to know is say, no matter where you are, even at chip compound, the minister can be there at any given time.
Okay.
To be improve upon the perception Ghana for at the end of the day,
time talk of perception. No Ghana for Philly say negligent so in facilities not too much.
Yes,
now I said they cover their own. Into so being from so doctor or nurse or pharmacist to lab tech being from so ma obiwa. Yen kama wonte okwa ajojo any ade onso yare nti ube miawa no sade no
so ya report bi etisa yes set up complaints unit ne baby o why say o mo fa telephone numbers and bobo babia nti obi pese o ka asem a obe fa telephone number na wa frɛ obi wa suggestion box na wa tro no don't mean tro no so no nti ayade a enye ne manya na metumi de agum frama mu
oh
yeah kasa ya introspection
okay
ye loku ye hu wodam na de omo ka fa ye ho eye no kore no ye bisa ye ho questions ebi onye ni nyina so na ye no kore
sa locking doctors and nurses ne be wo
bia na stakeholders your time any doctor for ne be share ye ba ye ni unions share ye ne hospital akodo ni share ye ne doctors no share bi wa from medical superintendent bi wa district health directors bi wa into consultation ne ye eguso every day yeah nti ye feel say we will get there gradually because seat ne ya adoso me ka a car ministry no ebo when it comes to lawsuit you jump out of your seat
now no public accounts committee hospital kolebudi no yete
and what I want everybody to appreciate and they say I'm the minister not only for the health sector minister for health for Ghanaians and minister for health for the professionals
okay
nti baby I also make a case for them. I will do that. But they also defending the interests of Ghanaians as well. I will do that.
But I know more feel say employees, doctors, nurses, midwives, sometimes they want you to take a stand with them, but you don't. And say, employer ben no betray the employee. I mean, the agency they felt like you should have been with us.
You have to marry it well.
Okay.
When I come out of cabinet and I'm meeting my employees, when I'm here government, so I'm a different government position.
Okay.
Now when I go back to cabinet, when I'm here nurse, when I'm here doctor, so I must defend them in cabinet.
They are not there to see.
Exactly, and no, I don't need them to see. You understand? One fast I and say with you,
so when it comes to the patients and the nurse or doctor, why now be?
As when you say. The nipane kano no kure wom na is against the patient I say we defend you say the one million can be man
okay
what I say they also we at the end of the day the patient in a client mo na was am
oh
me no mo here behind the closed door meeting na me church no mo na mo so oh yeah to be very honest with you I saw a lot of things and enye.
But the way I looked at it came out,
yes, let me
it was as though minister
that particular incident may call almost emergency maybe some what happened. Nah, according to more nipa we and say, oh, nipa ne buy no man feel na bed the crowd or emergency ho and so mu jai mani wui to make call kobisa home. I'm so no cre o me hu empty bed wa nemum na obi afre amudi ambulance edini paeba.
Okay.
So there off the screen, we catch them say, oh, obi aba beto there and then. Say bibi wa save that person. Save that person. The free quiet so ba no ba you manage.
Enter so mra no be hu dem.
Di komo. Obi auntie. We are called down. There was this medical doctor. No, so taking me through. But don't you say na bu afu. They'll make a comment be. My dean, the video my dean my son it no. Until make a comment be I. On TSC say we are SCA and they are taking it out of hand, sir. That's really the machi.
At a more so. And you who
that's really the machi. It's also a member of
Honorable for Tamale Central and Tamale North.
No, see my friend. I don't know about any pair. Now, I say one TSC say. Na me bobo no. Until we were going off the scene. Now me kono no told my name actually. The medical doctor. He was talking on top of his voice. So you know how I work. Then I dashed back to him. I said,
fast.
You know how I work. So be our own him done, but you say me both
You know how you are always on the move.
To be our own name, you know, my thing that. So I dashed back to him and say, my friend, if you can stand in front of your sector minister, now to me behave, you say, I don't know what you'll be doing to the ordinary patient. This is what I said.
That's all you said.
That's all I said. So when I heard that they said I should apologize, if for nothing at all, that man disrespected me. It's my friend, the leadership of the Ghana Medical Association. That time here, Aqua Safari. I mean, no more times. I'm so where lies inside the copatch? If you're a leader, but they also patch. But I be another patch. Let's say we need the worker. We need the way. You don't mean like that. Now, in caucus, no, no, come home. You need to cry. It's a real, you know. No, it is somebody almost a demonstration strike near the identity of Mopek. Oh, yeah, you also pay home. I can do the uncarbonate. Until the able to me, Monday. But for you to disrespect me,
I can also teach us. No, one of the
things I've learned my lessons from, and I'll tell you today, it isn't all the time that you must keep quiet. Sometimes you must come out to let the Ghanaians out. And that is one of the reasons why today I'm sitting here. One time you buy me kasa. The baby means I'm kasa. How many times do you invite me?
I like it.
I think that but sometimes, and I'll tell you this, I'm being very open. My technical people around me thought that, Minister, let it go. Don't explain anything. And I listened to them. But upon hindsight, I should have explained. Because a similar rule, but there's a certain perception. People didn't get to know the truth. Let me give you an example. Time
yeah.
I organized a press conference. And I explained. After explanation, Ghana it was different from that perception, was different from the Tamalip incident. So on hindsight, you said I never insulted anybody before God and man.
Why do you think say as a only employees see issue kakra na offer me say unya medical doctor and na unya challenge na
in the ministry omo medical doctor makodi minister on the door so. Okay. I mean, me papa, me offer. Ajmamanu was not a medical doctor. Nema Donko was not a medical doctor. Sepayanki was not a medical doctor. Bebri.
Okay.
And even on the international, you call Onga, you call Geneva, most of them are not medical doctors. And for me, I have been on the health committee for a very long time. You see, I can understand sometimes some of the issues. I told you off air. And me, it's a human that also focus on. Obia will reasons or the year baby.
Yeah.
Obia or your union leader. He's approaching elections. Also more who's a year to mama. Near to Abamano. You understand? Obia will reasons.
Okay.
But you see, a leader, you must keep your cool.
Okay.
Think through it. What decision will help the country? Go ahead. Don't be distracted. Consult as and when necessary.
Now you are the one talking. I'm not asking you questions. In Siso Corner Prime Minister, no issue. Mpox and influenza. 2 minutes.
So Mpox, Nyakupo Adom, yenya home vaccines.
Okay.
You recorded more than 700 cases. Yenya 2 deaths, and you targeted by I think 19,000 people. I be vaccinated or more.
Okay.
So far, I think I have 15,000.
Okay.
Into Mpox no. And influenza and so according to the Ghana Health Service, the advice and the briefing I have on a seasonal. I should
I say in Namkrum didn't say as a code be about code.
Yeah.
And your COVID no metamorphosis in a home.
There be overcrowded no. Ghana Health Service and no moody schools money sorry money at the other. But we also have more hand sanitizers. We also very come back in the other. So we are on top of it. So far, no, we record a critically ill person
for influenza. No, okay. Your best education to say COVID na man for
education. Yeah, I'm buying. Na health sector ni here a lot of education.
Yeah, but musu amumetu scan bin kase woni budget mumetu bi ne enso yenye education there be a health segment wa enti yete musu mumetu akakra no manya bi atua e kana yenyere ye ho why.
Enti I can promise you be any ye ntumi nya daje emman from memu all the time.
Okay.
The fee say person Ghana for etiase and be chechim.
Okay.
Na ya concentrate on adwuma no. Na megidi is senior Ghana for enime no. I mean I always want somebody to underestimate me and overperform.
Great.
I like that.
That is your mathematician turned a health minister. Yeah, that's your honorable minister. Dear me, pay on says at time now opposition. Any actually the health committee drew her now on. She said, so called surprise visitor. That one you be who say it is no news.
Exactly.
Said the first now maybe our opposition now question no you different. Who opposition no question like every now and then any problem.
Yes.
But you see how about
because health facilities in the dorsal. Okay. In order to look at me, I can make a baby, but okay. I will even get that time. And once I'm
prepare train, we say anytime your minister is like Anas. Minister Anas will enter the
because I'll mention it because FDA we pay for surprise meeting. You do no the minister is here, the minister is here.
Minister Anas
then the uncle will see also we are not doing anything wrong here. I was encouraged.
So man who say you put to so man why you panel your obo minister that but minister that is been great. Now Afriyie January ya now hospital see na your honorable Vincent so nam fein na yen hu bi mu anti na waba no aye ni je pa. Hopefully we'll see you again. Yes, Minister for Health Honorable Kwabena Mintah Akando Dwabo so MP ojina mo manfo ho no mukuani UCC Parliament Speaker ena no pay ni na bompuni part 1 no minim se obenyanka owa nanso committee mfoforo nti we mekura maboa no owie no ne meko say ya wa ma di abro me time handless. It is not me. You saw how he was enjoying the conversation.
So now we have leaders sebia buru sebia nyado asemsi a omoba monten so eto omobu ase etwen ema abufuo ni firi obi abo na omo atimi abekire niema mu ade akire the good people of Ghanaians. Enei yebetimi akase NDC ebo muhammad papa NDC nyuma NDC ayade because ohwe ensema Kwabena Mintah Akando oka na sebia buru sebia nyado sedie omoba ya na health ministry honum enya akono enya attractive even yenuanom nurses ya omo school mu omo jintetie omo allowance kra na omo ntua mfa mo enei omo akle ni na NPP fo wona hiko kase sebi omo ye useless wona hiko ka wati na mechi na se ntimi nkoka okoka so asabi aburu sebi nyado na owuni omo ni wanya asem but the enemy say ene ye leaders asem si a omo ba montin so ba kirikiri magana fo nyina omu ti ase ankan na ye dictators binuma asem si a omo ma montin so omo mfa ho omo tena baabi na omo atrekrata e dia ba montin so ne de so betimi akenkan yo so ntimi kenkan yo eyewa asem fa bo ho saa na omo tena baabi na omo tum futuro e dia gu Ghana fo ani classical example Kwabena when I say Kwabena about to the level of say omuye demonstration no be pi honom na obetimi di anu di sema to Ghana sabi abufu aba no so no atimi ama abodutere so take place when they who say there no when they who even majority of Ghanaians don't know Kwabena ukopie odoma ene ni mpatema ono ena no ye member of parliament wo ni suban boni nti ye tu na firi so te se banche enti mi bisawo how many people no nim Kwabena even in the constituents kwa bebre omu nim no it tells you who Kwabena was. You get me right? Enti se bia buru se bia nyado that is leader any dictator leader any what dictator se ka so be a leader ni suban ni niye a odi kire ni followers sanso na ye ka so be a dictator suban ni niye a odi kire ni followers eno ena ma ye hu sunsun ye and then we can see the clear difference. In fact, the difference is there. See how humble Akando is speaking. hwe kasa oka hwe nsema se bi odi agu fom hwe nchechiremu a odi aba monti so NPP fo be ka to security reasons ti omuntimi ncheche nsemu nchireye akoye se obi a se bi uni obi nam na wo akọ school kakra na nipa ni nyanku school obi kan brofo na se bi o pena bu na de obetimi aka se o nipa ni sise na waka na wadan no. Yes, that was the exact thing the NPP was doing to Ghanaians. Omofi se Ghana for se bi dodo na anim amamuo mu dodo na anim eniema mu a ye di buman na say how things are work, how things are done in governance intino. Etoda na omu ayusu that kind of mo kan say strategy ni na omu de bu Ghana for. Classical example e-levy ba mo ka kire say e-levy ni ye ye nko IMF ye e-levy na no mo de kenke party ewo akwawe chairman se bonso ni fie ni birthday ena mo ko twa e-levy cake ni wo honom wate ase ade chi ya na mo ti IMF ekopeska enti na ke say endada enkotin na mo ye den omo dada Ghana for abujafo me ka amana siso say ene ye nye leaders a they understand what the followers. So who go school, we are leaders and followers. Me university, me leaders and followers. The qualities of leader, no? In fact, NDC, they are exhibiting it in the highest peak. The qualities of leaders, and I say leadership, they are exhibiting it and they are doing it at its most. What I say. And ohwe se de na MPP so no musi eyo munye masifa abusia eyara ho sem kra kwa enti ene ye de yankopa asi anye bia kwa na semba ye wo bi obeba montin so na onu so beba be cheche na Ghana ni asabi onu so ti sevi jabo so aburu sebi nyado a wakọ na fuma ba onu so efa ni radio ana so de ni television to UTV a oti bibia se oh me baye sebi onyenya akatue ewo nursing training ni suku a wakọ anase na dwuma waye for about 10 months ni saa si trade oh and na clear what I say no so na kuma ton yem na watwen kopem se ni sika be den ebeba abusia saa na ebu oman yo saa ene eden yebu oman enti amamuo eye se wo be kan nsem na ama amamba no ato omo ho ase in a very nice way. Asabi enye nada kwan so enye sebi enye animtia ana sebi atemdidie kwan so na obia te ne ho ase na oman no mu ayedwo na obia akọ ne dwuma so na de wo so ye bia na waye na yie ato yie na asundwe akoso a adi ahim ewo oman no mu saa na eye amamuo but the MPP for which say amamuo eye sebi kitikiti amamuo eye sebi nintintwitwa sebi nsemhunu keka sebi disrespect dishonest chese who you should this na ube you sa no wako you should what disobey and as disobedient in fact no mumbuye asem si a omu they have their own way to come and explain even when asem no efa Ghana ho kra na they will tell you say security reasons they can't explain to you enti sanity yankopo nsira Akando eni Rajon Mahama wacheche ne mamu ama ye nyina ya te ase se de yin se sebi bibie be koso wo health ministry ho bia no na che say enti ana e koso kira wadwen comment section if you find this video very important to yourself na afoforo enye bi hwe share na afoforo enye bi hwe kira wadwen se de bidi kankan no like dwumadi fama me na afenso bomodna na fa comment tum ehia papa kira wadwen bye bye makrao.